Alright, people, this is the start of video, um, number 5, I believe. Um, well, let's go. See where we're going with this. Okay, this low has to be broken. And it hasn't, so it might still be going up, which I'm counting it as still going up because it has to make that market structure break. I know I tell you that chalks, turn the market, but they don't. They just per se in themselves by alone. You need a market structure break behind the chart, in order to like say, oh yeah, the market is turning right now. But chalks will help you get in early, and because chalks they use them as inducement to go to the other direction. Inducement in all markets, is made to sweep the doggone stops to go in the other direction. Like I said, they need money to fund the campaign in whichever direction that they're going in. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's that. Yeah, this is for this mid block. I really should have it on that doggone order block. Okay, looking at this 15-minute, we got a chalk right here. So, market structure break too. See, we got to close above these highs with this candle. So, looking for some buys on this Wednesday, June 9th, 2021. Let's see if we can make some pips today. Okay, since this thing poised to go up, it's going to sweep all of these stops. Probably go to this order block. If not, sweep these highs, which is this buy side liquidity. Um, and probably sweep that one too. But this order block, I think I need to move this from here. Well, let's see what it does. Yeah, because this. This A Power Soft, it has a control panel right here that's like really in my doggone way. Oh boy. Yeah, I could have entered right here. There I go, there I go, there I go. Oh man, I might be setting myself up. It is the 1 hour order block right here. It may come back down to, but then it starts at there. Man, there we go. And you see, I don't control the market, but they tell you what they're going to do with the chalks in the market structure break. And I showed that to you. Here's your chalk, right? And here's your market structure break right here. So long as you don't allow them to trick you, into going for sells, which can very well happen if you hang out on lower time frames, and that's another one of my bad habits. I hang out on a lower time frame, and you will be deceived trying to hang out in these time frames. The lowest you should be watching the market is in the 15-minute. It's best to watch the market on this time frame. But to get, a general consensus of what it's going to do, where it's going, etc. Okay, now since the men block didn't send it, look what's happening. Remember I said I really should mark this order block. See, it's affecting the market, and these are the Order blocks that's not in the direction of the market are the order blocks that they're going to use to make retracements on. They're not going to change the direction of the market all the time. They're just going to make a retracement on it. Prove a point. Look, order block, retracement. Order block, retracement. You see that's how it works. Now the market is going up, came down here, but this hit the cement block. But this one came down, hit this order block. Well, no, but this is going in the same direction. So these order blocks are supposed to hold, right? So that don't count. Scratch that. I know I make mistakes when I talk about stuff like that because I'm not a teacher, y'all. I'm a trader. I'm not a teacher. So I'm not going to have my words right. Sometimes I may forget things. I've been doing this thing for over 17 years, I believe. So I know what the heck I'm thinking and going on, but how to convey it to y'all, it may not come across clearly because I'm not a teacher. And sometimes I don't remember things to tell you or to explain them in the right way where you can understand it because I know what I'm saying. But if you get what I mean. Okay, there's a mint block here, it's an order block here. So if it retraces to this order block or this mint block, I doubt it make it to the order block. I really seriously do. It's that move is too doggone strong. Let's see. Because then look at all this money they put behind it. This is not supposed to be happening. This cannot close red. Because you see this volume here. What is this money for? Buying or selling? It looks like it's for buying because it got this big old candle here, right? But this candle cannot close red. If it does, that means it was selling in there too. Is it enough selling to turn the market around? Maybe. More than likely. Because remember I tell you, markets cannot rise if there's sellers there to stop it. And vice versa. Okay, yeah, this is what I want to mark here. This sort of block. You see how the fractal nature of the market, everything lines up? Okay, so we got this. I don't believe it's going to go any lower, and I could actually enter another trade. Because I believe this thing is going to go zoop like it's doing now and going to shoot up. Let's test my theory with another trade. Why don't we? Oh, dag, this is kind of dangerous, but let's see. Okay, now, you see how that closed red and it went down? It came with another down candle. Let me enlarge this for y'all. But you see what happened? You see how here on the second red candle, look at the volume. See that spike in the volume? And look at it, and look at its reaction. So that right there is telling you that they're not into sells. But this candle hasn't closed yet. So if it closes and goes zoom and start pulling back, then we know that this candle with this volume right here, it was this a bunch of selling going in there, just like I said. And this blue candle was just be the buyer's last ditching attempt, to try to keep the market going up. But But this is temporary. Even if it is going down, it's going to go down to this order block. It's definitely not going to be breaking lows. You know, that's not inducement. This thing is in my way. Mm, let's take that high before I put it at a break even, and even then it's dangerous because they might be using this low for inducement. Why I say that? This is the range. From here to here is the range. This is not the low. This is the low. But there's a short term from here to here. You see, range. This is the real range. Because the market is going like this. Look, zoop, 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 zoop. Okay, now I need to stop right here. Because this should have done took off already. It went up. We're in this auto block, right? And let me go down to the 5 minute and look for a chart. Because when you start seeing consolidations like that, you need to go down lower time frames to find that chart. Because you need to know if the market's going to turn on you, so you can trade accordingly. So this is the low. This thing is way down here. It would have did it right here if it was going to chop. So I very seriously doubt that's what it's going to do. This is going to come down and mitigate this order block right here and take its behind up there and go and pay me. Watch what it do. See, that's why I ain't put it at break even. Now we getting the chalk right here. So now we need to be looking for sales because this is sending it down. But you know what it's going to send it down to? Here. And then it's going to go right back up. But I want to go here to the 1 hour time frame because I want to show y'all something. Get rid of this. We're going to find the chalk on the 1 minute. That's going to show us that this down move was about to happen, and that up candle with that large candle with that volume that I told you about that had that red candle that closed after it. It was selling going on in there. And it's being proven by what the market is doing. You know. Trading is very simple. You know, they follow the same rules all the time. You know. It's hard but simple. You know, if you stick to the rules, if you know the rules rather, you have to first know it. You know, using indicators and all that other crazy stuff that's not the rules. I mean, but there's ways to use them stuff. To use them to win. There's ways, you know, but you have to know that way. You know, and believe me, it's not the way they selling it in any books or anything like that. Okay, so what we call this? I don't. We could use this as a chart, but I'm not calling that a chart. See, I'm not getting no chalks, people, but here, this, or this, right here. You see this little range right here. So, which is ain't too far from this. So, the indication that this was going down here. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something else about chalks that I noticed too. Wait, oh, wrong. I meant to delete this because I'm gonna find the other chalk that's really sending this doggone thing down. But we first got a warning by the volume, right? The volume reaction showed us that this was about to happen. Our first sign. This is the high, right? This is the highest point that it made in this little move. And after that, we start getting failure to break the high all the time. Failure, failure, failure. I call them FTB, failure to break. So now, um, when you see this consolidation, we have a little up move in it, like that. You see that? Find the chalk like that. If the market's going up, we're looking for a chalk on this side of the high, but there is none. But the market fell. Unless it continue to go down, you know what I'm saying? You're not you don't use a chalk over here if it continue to go down. But if it turns up, that's an up move. Even if it don't break this high, you know, it broke this little intermediate, it broke this little intermediate, you know, and this one. So it's making chalks. Here, let me see. Yeah, here is a chalk. Here's another one right here, you know. But this one is more of a chalk than any of them. And let me show you what I mean. Analyzing, analyzing, analyzing. Let me see. Going up, right? Because we don't get no up move, right? So we have to use this one. Can't use anything over there because that's still part of the down move. But this is definitely part of the up move. Um, and there's our chart. Um, I didn't go down to the 1 minute time frame because I wasn't expecting it to do that. If I should have, you know, if believe me, if I was trading money, I would definitely would have done that. Yeah, if I was trading my live account, I definitely would have done that. Uh, I definitely would have done that. Okay, so we got our chalk right, and we got our reaction. We got our here. So in the market, look, it broke the low here, came down, right? Came back up to where? Inside the chart or to the order block, whichever one, so which is higher. So it would be this order block right here or this chart right here the market's going to come up to. It cannot take this high or it invalidates the chart. See what it did? Came back up to test that doggone chart twice. Testing the market is like the perfect entry location. Always wait on that test. Don't catch falling daggers like I be doing sometimes. Or try to catch falling daggers. You're going to get cut. Okay, where I'm at with this. I'm definitely getting stopped out. That's going to happen. Um, I very seriously doubt, because like right here is a fair value gap. So it's an inefficiency right here in the market. So it's not gonna it look like it's wanting to go. It's not gonna come all the way down here and not mitigate this. You know what I'm saying? Even if it just break this a little bit down to here, it's gonna do some type of mitigation in this thing. You know, it's too close. So this, I'm gonna do this. See, because there's two. This auto block is definitely not in discount pricing. It looks to be premium to me. Let me check and see to make sure. You see, it's not. It's not in premium pricing. But though it is and it isn't. You know what I'm saying? Because you see where the wick at. That wick from that wick, that's the whole order block. You know, right here. It's not in premium pricing, and it is in premium pricing. So, and breaking this low right here is not wise for them to do. It will cause the other bankers to start selling, and so their buy campaign will be over. Would it cause the market to fall? Probably not. You know, but it's going to stall it because the bankers are not in an agreement. The ones who have the largest amount of money, you know, the ones who's getting the market right. Because the big banks, you know who I'm talking about, like Deutsche Bank, SPX, um, 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 Bank of America, Chase, you know, JP Morgan Chase, you know, all them people there. Yeah. Let's see what they're going to do. Up. What I tell you, if it go up, which it look like it's going to do, look, see? Liquidated. I mean, not liquidated, mitigated. Uh, it's still looking kind of weakish. Yeah, I don't think it wants to go up from there. Even though it did that, it's going to stop me out. Because this was not supposed to happen. This right here. 1, 2, 3. Not supposed to happen. So, and volume rise right here over the 20 moving average, simple moving average. It went higher than this volume right here. Look at the candle. This candle is larger. Its range from its high to its low, it's bigger than this candle. They put more money into this candle. You think they put it into buys? It doesn't say that because the next candle was down and it was smaller with larger volume. This thing is going down. They're going to sweep all of these lows that they inducing people to doggone take buys off of, and they're probably going to go all the way down to here, to this order block, because it's in this range, and it's still keeping with um, the movement of the market, this range. But this is the real low because it's connected to the real high up here. But this one is higher. Well, it's coming down. Yeah. But you got to go back further. You got to go in the 4-hour time frame because we have the consolidation. We have the consolidation because look what the market did. It came up, right? It went down. It can, and sometimes when you're looking at the market, especially when it's doing something like this in consolidation, you need to do this. You have to go up on higher time frames or lower time frames if that's feasible. Not low like 5 and 1 minute, um, 15 minute, maybe 1 hour, 30 minute to do this. But it went up, came down, low. Wait, this is the low. Yeah, because this wouldn't be no high to go down there. So this is not the low. Uh, so we can do this. Low, high. Higher low, high. Which is here. High. Higher low, high. Higher low, high. And from here, right, we got a lower low, higher high low, right? We made a lower low here, no higher high. That's looking very bearish. This is looking very bearish. But is the market going to turn? Remember, we have to keep into account what the higher time frames is do. Is it going to turn? It's altogether possible, because remember, this has to be broken. There's a reason why they did a bunch of selling in here, pushed this market down. They ate up all of that buying money and pushed this market down in this week. Let me see. The volume is not even high on this thing. Is it? Oh yeah, it is. It went up right here. This volume here is spiked on it. Then it went back up to test it, right? That's what the market does before it turns. It has to test the high or the low. So look at all these candles. None of them is breaking that. So it might have peeked through it. There's no close above it. There's no market structure breaks do not happen unless there's a close above or below a high or low. So let's mark this. Change this horrible color to this. So we know that it's a thing. One thing I forgot to do with this. I forgot to get this the high of this. Okay, 42.41, right? Yeah, I know it's a 5 there behind it, but I've been trading, like I said, for 17 years or something like that. So, well, into Forex, not trading, but into Forex. So, 17 years. I wasn't trading them whole years. But um, um, back then, back in the early 2000s, before we went to, I guess, 2010 or something like that, um, it was only 4 digits after the decimal. It wasn't 5. They didn't have them pipettes. It's 42.41, right? Yeah, I knew it. Oh, looking at that thing I said, 41 is down there. All right. Oh, wait. I forgot. I'm not on a regular MT4 platform, so I'm gonna have to clone it. And let's go down to the lower time frames. You see, that's the high we need to beat. Okay, let me start from the daily. You see what it's doing? See how it peaked above and got them stops? Like right here. And this look like it's going back up the test. It don't need to, because this is actually the test of the high. You know. All right. And that's it right there on the 1 hour. What the heck is this, man? I don't even want that there no more. All right, let's roll this and see what happens to me. Am I crucified or what? You see how I read the market? This is how you know if you're making the right trade and stuff. It's going to tell you. I clearly seen this before it happened, but I don't like to change my trade. Yo, that is the most, it is better most times to just get your behind stopped out than to change your trade a whole lot of times. Changing your trade in the other direction will leave you so doggone confused and cause you to keep entering back into the market. You'll be entering a buy and a sell and a buy and a sell, but you're caught in a doggone consolidation and haven't realized it yet. Which we are in. We're in a consolidation. We know that on a larger time frame. And they're going to keep stopping you out with that. Okay. Okay, we got this order block where we established. You see how they went right down to the premium pricing because it was here, right? Right around here. That it doggone thing. But I don't think this candle is going to do it to where the next candle is going to start going up. They may have a short, a short red candle or a doji or something. Yeah. If it's going to turn there. Yeah, let's continue to go. Great. Excellent. Here we go. Okay, see, here's what I do. Bam. We want to know if this is going to turn the market around, right? Uh, we need nothing lower than this. No, right? Because it's making, can't do that because it's making steady lows, right? Test, so it it might be heading down. So let's give up our buy campaign. You see what I just did? I, I'm married to a buy. That's what it's called, being married to a trade. I'm married to a buy, and I'm still looking for ways to buy. So the market is showing me that it's going down. That is so easy to do. I've done that over the years a whole lot of times. You're going to do it too as a trader. You've done it before as a trader. You know, if you've been trading the market, that's one of the behaviors you're going to have to work out yourself. Okay. Now, I want to know if it's going to turn here. So I'm going to keep checking the 5 in the 1 minute time frame to see if we get a chop. In a market structure break. Okay, we got a chop. Right? Then we got one on. Where's the chalk on the 5 minute? That would be way up here. Don't believe in 1 minute chalks. They help you, you know what I'm saying, get in early. Don't believe in them. Unless they go in the direction that the market is going, then you can believe in them and jump in. Um, but right now, the market is going in the opposite direction that we were trading. So to believe in a chalk on a 1 minute time frame, uh, now I don't know. It's kind of iffy because we were in an up market. The market can continue going up. What I'm trying to explain is, let me see, how could I put it without being confusing like I'm already being? Um, they will, they will get you in a falling dagger situation when you're on the wrong side of the market, But chalks really don't show up unless the market is intended on going in that direction. That's another thing about them chalks, you know. Though they can be violated, you know, but it's rare, as you're going to see as we continue these things. And look, now we're getting the market structure break too. They they gave us a market structure break on the 1 minute right there. I'm not believing in it. What I'm going to do, I think this is just a retrace here and enter, right? So 46. 46, 64, I meant. Yeah, it is 64. Okay. Pending. Right? I want to check some other things. Yeah. Here's an auto block. Here, I doubt it's going all the way up there. It's traveling too slow. Yep, auto block. It may hit this one right here. Nope, it didn't give it to me. Wait, stop. The press is. This thing look like it's turning. No, we don't got no. Alright, down. Right, it went up, down. Market structure break. Came back down again. So we getting the market structure break right here. Again. So 1 minute time frame. I could take a buy. You see, if I'm trading like my live account and I want to test the water, I enter a trade like this because it's down. So like my loss would be so minimal that it won't even matter. You know, the risk won't even matter compared to the reward. But I'm thinking, should I take it? I need more evidence because I'm seeing too much bearish. Yeah, see? It didn't tap me in. What What is this red line for that it went to? Why did I put that there? I don't even know. But it was a significant area, and prices reacting to it. I don't know. I wish I knew so I could see. I could use that again in the future, and it's not on this time frame, so it's on the 1 minute. You you see how they do the same thing in the market, use the same prices. I don't know when I put that thing there. All right, so I'm gonna leave that. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that because just in case it goes back up to mitigate, that'll be extra money. Can't enter a sell now. It's too close to the low, and we in that order block. Mm, okay, it's definitely going down. To enter, so see now that it done took that well, poke through that low. I'm gonna be looking to get into a sell right there. It let me in. Now you see how we seen that chalk on that 1 minute. This is why you don't follow it on 1 minute chalks like that unless you're doing it in the direction that the market is going in. So there's something to back up that what I was telling you earlier about doing that. But if I wasn't sure, and didn't have all of this bearish evidence, like I said on my live account, I would have entered it on there because it's on an auto block. That's the place it's supposed to turn to go back up. So that's why I would that would have compelled me to do it. Uh, wow, I ain't getting on one trade off this whole thing, but you're learning stuff, right? I need to. This went up to 22, so I need to put this up to 22. Still going down, dang. But they might use this as inducement, right? Go up here, touch that, and then turn. Tell you when it falls fast. They're not giving me no love. But you see how it came right up here. Um, I want to show you something between these two candles. These are two big fair value gaps candles. When you have them like this, when they're connected like that, price usually goes to the where they connect, not their wicks, not their highs and lows, but they open and closes. Yeah, price usually goes to that and then continue, in the direction that it was going in. And again, what makes these fair value gaps? The candle to the left, which is this one, and the candle to the right, highs and lows, do not touch. The candle to the left and the candle to the right, highs and lows, do not touch. These highs and lows do not touch. So it makes them fair value gaps. With me, I really don't trade them because they all over the place, And I traded them before and been successful, but I'd rather just stick to simple stuff. That's just because the more places that you give yourself for the market to possibly turn or retrace, etc., the more mistakes you're going to make. You need to keep this thing as simple as possible. I don't want that extra point there. They can keep the fair value gap. But this part in the fair value gap, where I was telling you where the open and the close meet, that I will definitely keep because that happens so much, you know what I'm saying, to where it acts like an order block. Well, this day is over. If I don't get it, it's just one of them days. And I had plenty trading opportunities, but I didn't take them because I was married to buys. I'm usually more flexible, but sometimes I'm not. I be rigid, you know, because the market hasn't convinced me totally that it was going down. I done got caught out there too much like that, people, over the years I've been trading. So that's why I'm like that. Well, we didn't lose no money, did we? Yeah, we lost money, but we didn't make any this day. But I'm still going to conclude this video, and I ain't gonna be able to enter no trades. It's not giving me opportunity to do anything. See how this mem block is holding it, and they trying to mitigate it. Then they got to deal with this order block when they get down here before they can continue going down. Well, I'm going to conclude this video on this day and look for tomorrow, another day in the next video, which I guess would be video number 6 or 7. I forgot which one I'm on right now. I think this is 5. Yeah. All right. You can't win them every day sometimes, Though I can't say that in my trading because like every day I come out in a profit just about, you know what I'm saying? And it's like out of the year, it's only a few days where I'm not coming out in a profit, and I don't even think it adds up to 2 weeks out of a year, you know. But here we go.